It is time for my word of the day. And one thing I told myself is I am no longer dealing with people based off their perspective of how they think they treat me and what they think the relationship is, because I have enough emotional intelligence to understand when I'm being treated a certain way. And I had to also learn that people will try to manipulate you to make you feel like you're crazy or that's not the truth. And then the biggest lesson I had to learn is I'm okay being the bad person and I'm okay being misunderstood, because a lot of the times I used to feel like I used to have to explain myself and I used to have to go into why I'm not dealing with you or why I'm cutting off this relationship. But I've gotten to a point where I don't need to explain what I feel, especially when it's recurring behavior and it's not just a misunderstanding. And so I had to learn to be okay with being the bad person, and I had to learn to be okay with it being misunderstood. But in the long run, it's going to allow you to invite the right people in your life, and it's going to give you peace with your boundaries and learning to not just accept any type of behavior into your life. So yeah, so I know that relationships cannot just be one-sided, and I just have an understanding that I know what I require and I know what I bring to the table too. And so I think that's a big factor for me. And yeah, so if it's not being reciprocated or if it's just certain behaviors that I know this is not real, I'm okay with just cutting the cord, and honestly, without no explanation. Sometimes I used to go so deep into like telling people what they did wrong, how I feel, why. Not anymore. I'm okay being the bad person, being misunderstood with no explanation.